Reconstruction was under the guidance of Mr. Ajith Kumar. This was after the disaster in 1986. So it was a long thought out process after this disaster.
What seemed to be the main claim at the court?
So the main word that was going in the court was that it was the collaborative effort, it was the poor collaboration with his peers that led to this disaster.
The expansion from 10 square kilometer to 1,200 square kilometer after the 1986 disaster was his decision, and it turned out to be a big disaster. That's what seems to be it.
Yeah, he was the one who initiated it, but as the word went in court, it was the collaboration with his peers. Like I said, this was a big process. It was a big, large-scale project, right? So it was enough to power about 75% of the world, not just Ukraine. And because of that, because of the massive number of nuclear reactors that were used here and the massive area, 1,200 square kilometers, the disaster was immense because of that. It was the entire 75% of the world that had to suffer from this.
Yes, that didn't end well anyway. It was a big disaster for the humanity.
Yes. I believe that's when we met, the two of us, right? Over here at GeneTech at my place. You came over here and that's when you helped me out with this idea that I had, right? You know, I needed someone like you. I needed a smart chap like you to get this project going.
You know, just to sum up our conversation back in GeneTech, you know, the use of Calibrium in so many massive number of nuclear reactors, you know, and the disaster happening was just a colossal damage. Not just colossal damage to the property, and it also caused mutations in SRY genes in the Y chromosomes, apart from the millions of deaths.
Yes, but the female population did not sustain any genotypic damage because of the absence of the SRY gene. And because of that, infertility prevailed among the male population. And overall, we could see the trend in the growth curve starting to flatten out.
Okay, now more about the project.
Yeah, so it was in May of 2024 when we decided to start this project. Wait, can you just check this camera? It's rolling.
Yeah.
We flew over to Indonesia where we decided to study the incredible capacity of the Komodo dragon. See, I said we, not just me. So yeah, it was a combined effort, right? This picture, if you remember, both of us in the island.
Obviously, that's right. We tried everything on our side. We tried our best.
Exactly, and that was what was injected to our 10 trial subjects, out of which 9 achieved a pregnancy after the 14th day of the menstrual cycle. So it was a massive success. Okay, that's pretty much the end of our conversation, right? We discussed everything from the accident that happened and our initiative that was very successful. So yeah, that was our conversation. It was really nice having you here after a long time.
I'll just turn off the camera. Okay. I have a question to ask. Why did you cut contacts with me after the successful trial?
That's a bit of a weird question to ask, don't you think? Because it was the both of us who did it, and of course I cut contacts because the job was done. There was nothing left to do. That's the reason why. I wouldn't say cut off contacts. You came, you did your job, you helped me out, and it was done.
Don't you think this project was about humanity and then suddenly it all became selfish for you?
Yes, I do believe that, but there was nothing selfish here because it was a collaborative effort. Both of us, we got together and we did it.
Yeah, obviously collective, until you decided to steer the project on your own way. Why weren't any mail propagated? It was my idea. I gave you the perfect idea. We could have just propagated offsprings from both sexes. It would have been a perfect solution. It would have been a telltale sign for the humanity.
Okay, but haven't you ever thought about an all-female world? You know, something completely different where this is the change that the world needs, right? See, it'll be a fresh perspective on social structures and power dynamics, something completely out of the ordinary. That is what we need. That is what the world needs, not we, what the world needs.
What about the accusations of you holding 50% of the offsprings as lab rats? And where's the governance here? Where are the regulations here? And tell me about the child prodigy allegations that you have. Are you making something like that?
We started exploring this actually in 2028. We started going into this branch, into this endeavor, and it was last year where we got a success story. So, see, through our trials, we get success at some point. So, it was with trial 2 version 8 exhibit C. And of course, we are going to keep going into this and we are going to try to get more success.
What about the failed attempts? And tell me about your success. Where is your success?
Failed attempts are part and parcel of these explorations, you know, and there are some aspects that must be kept confidential.
So then this revolution of saving humanity is all a gimmick. This was all about fueling your own personal desires and selfish desires.
Well, actually, the scene is this selfishness here.